Happy October, everyone. As you probably noticed, my avatar is completely different. We got the zombie DMD back for this month of October. We've also got a brand new YouTube banner and a complete Discord server kind of revamp. Loads of changes have been made to that. I recommend you join the Discord server, link in the description, to check out all those changes because it's a lot of fun. And to celebrate, now it's the 1st of October, we're going to do the October version of a video that I did back in January, going over everything that could be releasing to Mad City this month. It's complete speculation, I'm going to say a warning of this, but I have divided it into 3 categories because we've got a lot of stuff. We're going to start with the unlikely, things that I don't think are going to release this month. Then we're going to go to the likely, things that I think definitely probably will release this month in my opinion. And then we're going to go for things that are completely unknown. I've got no clue when they're going to release. They could release tomorrow, they could release in a year, who knows. So you may notice that I'm in a very interesting, weird location right now on the map. This is actually exactly where the tram heist was spawning, and I want to talk about the possibility of a new heist releasing this month in October. Of course, the money truck released a few months ago and that was a complete surprise, and it released in the same month. So it's not out of the question. It is in the unlikely page, but it is the most unlikely out of everything that I've put in the unlikely category. I just don't think it's going to happen. We got the money truck recently. Gemini did mention about a year ago that the tram will come back. Even so, I don't think it's going to happen. It could, but it's unlikely in my opinion. So you remember a few weeks ago when they added barrel rolling and sliding, 2 new movement mechanics added to the game. There's a third one. There was meant to be a third one, double jumping, and this apparently in the blog post got vaulted when it released to the main game. I think double jumping was very cool. It was personally my favorite movement mechanic that they added. I think that it definitely could release. It has the possibility to. They just need to kind of do it right. I don't think it will release this month, but I think it will release at some point, and it could happen this month, but I don't think it will. Now, next up, I want to talk about the UI revamps. This was announced a few months ago, and they showed off loads of different UIs that they were kind of working on. They were still in development. Could they release this month? Probably not. I mean, I don't think they will. I think they are still under development, and when they showed them off, they weren't actually finished yet. I don't think they're going to release this month. They could, but I don't think so. And now for the final thing in the unlikely category, we've got NPCs. There were prison NPCs showed around, and they were kind of guards patrolling the prison. And if you were wanted, or kind of you were doing something that was bad, and you had the exclamation mark above your head, the police guards would actually track you down and kill you. It was actually really exciting. I definitely think these could release this month. I don't think they will though. I think we're talking more of kind of November, December in my opinion. A little bit more time to develop them, but they could release. We'll see. And now we're on to the likely section. Things that I think will release this month. Starting off, we have Season 3. I think Season 3 is going to release this month. I don't know, of course, but in my opinion, I think it makes sense. The theme is post-apocalyptic, and so I think it's perfect for October, which is obviously the month of Halloween. In a blog post not too long ago, they actually showed off a lot of the map, and they said that the building part of Season 3 was complete, which means that all they've got to sort out is really the programming, and I guess kind of the rewards. That's not too much work, to be honest. They just have to sort out 20 rewards for Season 3, and they'll be ready to go. We have kind of the bulk of Season 3 done, apparently, according to them. It's not that bad. I think that it will release very soon, and I think this month is highly likely. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Another thing that I think will release this month is this, a bank revamp. So this was actually shown a few weeks ago in the Mad City Discord server. Gemini is working on this bank revamp. I think this bank is quite likely to release. It does look quite finished, to be honest, from the images. Like, they're showing it off, so surely it's almost complete. I think it is quite a possibility. I think it is quite likely to release this month, in my opinion. And now for the third thing that I think is likely to release this month, a Halloween event. This is a little bit controversial because we don't really know much about it. The last Halloween event we had was in 2020. That was pretty cool, to be honest. I actually loved that Halloween event. You had to go around collecting different crystals, and then you actually got the Wraith vehicle. Look at this vehicle. It's the most Halloween you could possibly get. Boost actually comes out of the front. We got a skeleton on the front of it. I absolutely love this vehicle. It's actually one of my favorite vehicles in the game. I would love to see them do another Halloween event. We've had one for kind of St. Patrick's Day update. We've had an Easter event, a Christmas event. So Halloween is kind of the only main event that hasn't had a proper Chapter 2 event yet. So let's see it, Mad City. I really want to see it. And now for the thing that I think is most likely to release in October in Mad City. It's the Jewellery store revamp. We covered the bank revamp, but that was actually shown 2 weeks after the Jewellery store revamp was shown in the Mad City Discord. This is actually being worked on by Stefan, also known as Chris. It's a homage to Chapter 1's Jewellery store. I think it looks amazing. It does look from the images pretty much complete, so I think it is very likely to release. I would actually put money on this releasing this month. I think it is definitely very likely to happen. I think the bank revamp is also likely, but considering it was announced later, I think it will release later. So there you go. I think that Season 3, a Halloween event, a bank bank revamp and a jewelry store revamp are all likely to release this month. Let me know what you think is likely to release this month, but now let's go into the unknown, things that I have no idea. I couldn't tell you when they're going to release. The first thing's a Piggy Launcher. This was announced in the Mad City Discord server. It was a crispy bacon kind of piggy event thing. They were thinking about releasing it in the Piggy shop, but of course now the Piggy shop's gone. So I don't know if this will release. Maybe it'll be some sort of secret item that releases alongside season 3. I think it would be really cool if it was something like the laser blade, like the frost gun, where you actually had to do a quest to complete it. You had to do loads of different things to actually obtain the Piggy Launcher. I think that could be a lot of fun. Will they do that though? Who knows? Probably not, to be honest. Now, I really don't want to upset all of you, but next up is the Stone Prison. This was announced about a year ago. I believe it was via YouTube they announced it. It is a complete prison revamp. It looks, it's made out of stone. It's realistic. It looks awesome. They announced it, and they even made a video following up on it, showing even more stuff. It's still not out in the game. We still have the Chapter 1 prison revamp. I would love to say it released this month, but I can't guarantee it. I really have no idea. Regarding things I've got no idea on the release of, trading. It's the most recently announced thing to be in Mad City, but I have no idea when it's going to release. Trading is a really cool feature. I would love to see it in the game very soon. I'd like to think it will release in Season 3. I think it is more likely to release in the Stone Prison and the Piggy Launcher this month, but still no guarantee. I really don't know. Now's a blast from the past. The Speedometer. Do you remember when they announced a vehicle speedometer and then it just never came? I remember the developers have said a few times that the speedometer will kind of come back and it will release at some point, but again, no one has any idea, including me. I've got no idea when it's going to release. It would be really cool to see actually the speed of your vehicle. Would be great for speed tests and something. I'll make sure to do a video comparing every vehicle's speed. I think that could be awesome. But for now, it's not out yet and I couldn't tell you when it's going to release. Sorry. 5 more things to go in this category. I'm going to blast through them because I don't really have much to say about them. The first one's the gun inventory system, announced kind of a year ago, and then it was kind of announced alongside the new UI kind of again. Could release alongside the UI revamp. Maybe. I think it's probably likely to kind of release alongside the UI revamp, but I don't think it's going to release this month, but I couldn't really tell you when. Apartments, game modes, and mechs. That might be brand new information for you, but a few days ago, Mad City News, which is an account that I run on Twitter, you can check it out in the link in the description, posted a poll about which Chapter 1 feature you want back, including apartments, tram, mechs, and game modes. Gemini responded to that saying that everyone that voted will actually be happy about it eventually, which implies that all 4 of those things will release soon, but again, no idea, couldn't tell you. The gun contest winner, it was announced kind of before Chapter 2's release that they were doing a gun contest. Someone won, but where is it? It's taken over a year. Their gun still isn't in the game. Hopefully it'll release very soon, but really we've got no idea. There's been no confirmation about it, so probably scrapped, unfortunately, but maybe it'll release in a surprise update. So now next one is new water physics, so kind of announced at the same time as the inventory system, and I believe the speedometer and the new prison. As you can see on the screen right now, this is what they look like, and then they actually did update with some new water physics, but they look completely different to the ones shown in the video. The old water looks so much better, so Mad City, bring that water physics back, because those water physics look amazing. But the most unlikely thing to release anytime soon that I've put down in this unknown category is Greasy tires. If you remember back in kind of November time when they released the Drifter and the Compound, they announced the Drifter in the future will have greasy tires. It'll basically allow it to drift easier. Where are those greasy tires? I've got no clue, to be honest. I don't think they're going to release. I assume that they've been scrapped, but I really don't know. Maybe they haven't been. Maybe they're going to release pretty soon, but it's in the unknown category. It's the least likely to release, in my opinion, because there's been nothing said about it for almost a year now. So probably scrapped, but who knows? So there you go. 19 things that I've spoken about that could release to Mad City this month. In my opinion, only 4 of them will. The bank revamp, jewelry store revamp, season 3, and a Halloween event, in my opinion, are all going to release this month. But we'll see. If there's anything that I've forgotten about with this list, because it was kind of hard to find all this information, if there's anything I forgot about, put it in the comment section down below and I'll let you know what I think will happen to it, if it will release this month or not. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and tap the bell so you don't miss any future videos on Mad City updates when these things inevitably release. If you want to check out a previous video designing my own Mad City hero, Mad City has had 8 heroes for the longest amount of time, but I designed the 8th one. I took it to my own hands and I designed my own hero. It was a blast, it was very funny. You can check that video out right there and I'll see you there. Thanks so much for watching this video. My name is DMD and as always, peace out.